What's up guys, the Hunted Reaper here, and today's video is going to be all about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to get better at first-person mode, which they just released for the Xbox One. So without further ado, let's get started. Now coming in at tip number 1, we have to remember to always check your back, even more so than in third-person mode. Now, I know it's kind of easy to lose track of, just looking at your front, your sides, and your back, but especially in first-person mode, there's a lot more ways that you can be caught off guard and shot and just killed. And a lot of the times, players are waiting, being silent, and not running around like idiots, although you could probably use your ears for some of that. One of the things that I do recommend is find cover, stick to the shadows, and make sure that you're checking your back constantly, just to make sure that no one's following you on your tail, or you're not going to run into an enemy. And it's also a good idea to, if you hear footsteps, get into cover and wait for your enemy like I did right here. Now coming in at tip number 2 is something that I don't really use in third-person mode because of the fact that I'm able to aim down the sights quite easily over the shoulder, but one of the things in a battle, when you're in a battle, you want to aim down the sights just because of the fact that it gives you the most accuracy, and especially in first-person mode, the guns can be a little bit harder to control. The hitbox ratios are actually zoomed in a little bit, so it's actually easier to miss your target. So when in a fight, aim down the sights because it'll make sure that you're able to hit your target. And one thing I like to do is make sure that I'm calm and shooting one bullet at a time, especially because of the fact that if you start going haywire and spraying your bullets around, you're probably going to miss and get headshotted, when in reality, all you need is one clean shot to the head to just kill someone in the game no matter what. Now coming in at number 3 is to be extra cautious when entering houses. I know everyone's gotten a little bit comfortable when going into houses now, especially in third-person mode, that you can get some angles and clear houses a little easier and know if enemies are above you or below you. But in first-person mode, we don't have that luxury. It's kind of poke your head out to see if someone's there and risk getting shot, or, just clear the house a little bit more carefully. You really want to take your time and make sure that you're clearing all the windows, looking out all the windows, and making sure no one's aiming at you. It's all about using more caution and being a little smarter and not working harder in this game. Now, number 4 is something that I noticed a lot of people stop doing when they're in first-person mode, and it's using cover and foliage to hide yourself. I feel like people assume that they can't see how they look in the game. They can't see themselves from the back, so they don't know if they're covered enough, and they don't know if they're in the proper amount of camo or camouflage to hide. But it's still really easy to hide, especially in first person mode, because people aren't looking as closely at what they're looking at. I mean, especially you're going to get players that are smart and they may be able to spot you, but it's a lot harder for players to actually get a glimpse of their surroundings and know what they're doing in first person mode. So using cover and staying hidden is also a great way to stay alive, just because of the fact that if they can't see you, you can't see them, they'll probably screw themselves over before even shooting you. Also in this clip though, I do like to be smart and I do like to go with my warning shots. I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression. It's just my gameplay style. I'm just putting that out there. Now coming in at number 5 is to know your enemy's disadvantage. You and your enemy are both at a disadvantage in first person mode. They can't see you, you can't see them. So sneaking up, going behind someone's back are all viable options now, especially in third person mode when someone can just turn around and see you from 30 miles away. In first person mode, we're kind of set to this one angle, and if someone can't see you, then they're screwed. Get on someone's back, shoot the hell out of them, and make their day terrible. Another thing just to make sure is when you're in these big shootout sequences, and making sure that you have to realize that your enemy doesn't know where you are either, and staying hidden is awesome. So there's some shooting tips coming in at number 5, just because of the fact that it can be more scary to shoot people or scary to enter a gunfight when you can't really see what's around you as well as in third person. But the main goal is to just stay calm, stay smart, and stay shooting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was just 5 basic tips on how to make sure that you're ready to fight in this game mode. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and give me a like and subscribe. Just make sure when you're playing this game just to stay calm in any gunfight. Make sure you stick to cover, stick to the shadows, do everything I said in my other videos. Maybe click them if you haven't seen them. And there's a lot more to get out of this game. And when you're playing smarter and not harder, you're killing more people, you're having more fun, and you're showing your friends that you're better than all of them. So this has been the Hunted Reaper. Like, subscribe, rate, comment, the whole thing.